Our verse today is going to come out of Revelations, and I love this book. Chapter 3, verse 8. I know your works. See, I have set before you an open door, and no one can shut it. For you have a little strength, have kept my word, and have not denied my name. Now, this letter is to the faithful church. This is to the church in Philadelphia. And of course, there were 7 letters to 7 different churches that are through those first few chapters. And this one, if you back up to verse 7, and we'll just read it for context. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things says he who is holy, he who is true, he who has the key of David, he who opens and no one shuts, and shuts and no one opens. And then verse 8 says, I know your works. So God opens doors no man can shut, and he shuts doors no man can open. When he makes a way for you to do something, when he has a plan, when he has a purpose, when he has something in place for you, even you can't undo it except for walking away from him and choosing to reject him. And what this says is, I know your works. I know the things you've done. I know the things you've accomplished. I know what you've done for my kingdom. I know what you've done for the church. I know what you've done. And he says, look, he says, see, I've set before you an open door. He says, look, and you'll see that I have placed before you an open door, and no man can shut it, because God has opened it. No man can shut it. He says, you have a little strength. In other words, don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Keep doing the things you normally do. Don't give up. You have kept my word. Now, see, this is the thing about this promise, because the church, the lukewarm church that he in Laodicea, they can't claim this. And if you look to the church in Sardis, the dead church, they can't claim this. And the angel of the church in Thyatira, the corrupt church, they can't claim this. This is a promise for the faithful. So make sure that you are accounted as part of the faithful. And what does he say? You have kept my word. You have done what my word says. You have followed Jesus. You have kept the commandments. You have been faithful to the Lord. Now, to the faithful Lord, faithful church, to the faithful heart, to the faithful believer, he says, I know what you've done. I know what you've been through. I know what you've accomplished. I have seen your works. Look and see, I have set before you. I've laid in front of you an open door that no man can shut. And you still have a little strength. You have kept my word, and you have not denied my name. In other words, you have been faithful. We can trust him to guard our path. When we're faithful, when we keep his word, when we do not deny his name, we can trust him to make sure that whatever he has in front of us, we accomplish. Because we've not leaned on our own understanding, but we've trusted in him. Because we've casted our cares over on him, because he cares for us. Because we have been doers of the word and not hearers only. Because we have chosen to think on these things, what is good and merciful and true and pure, and not the curses of the world. Because we have hearkened diligently unto the voice of the Lord our God, to keep his commandments, to keep his statutes. This is a promise for the faithful heart. I've seen what you've done. I've set before you an open door. No man can shut it. I've opened it. He said, don't give up. You still have a little strength. Keep going. You've kept my word this far. You've not denied my name. You've been faithful. Don't give up now. Amen? Amen.